Ladies and gentlemen, this is my plush white rug, and welcome to the AMA Virtual World Tour. My name is Nelson, but I go by Nelly's Echo. I am a singer-songwriter in the Baltimore, Maryland region and a touring musician. I have a story to tell, and my story starts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I came to America as a refugee from Nigeria in the west coast of Africa when I was a kid. I was on season 3 of NBC's The Voice, and yes, that's my coach. My band and I got selected to be musical ambassadors to Cameroon in February 2020, and we were beyond excited for this great opportunity. Our journey to Cameroon. We packed our bags and prepared for our 24-hour trip from DC to Paris to Cameroon. Before we continue with the trip, let's enjoy Cameron's serenade with his airboard. We do our stretches in anticipation for the long flights ahead. I took the time in Paris to work on my dance moves for the future dance battles I was going to get into in Cameroon. More of that to come. After a 7-hour layover in Paris, we were en route to Cameroon. Everybody was happy to be grounded. We arrived at our hotel in Cameroon, a little tired, a little hungry, but we were looking forward to the adventure ahead of us. Ladies and gentlemen, let the fun begin. Meet Maria, our amazing tour administrator. This is Will, a public affairs officer from the U.S. Embassy in Cameroon, and his lovely daughter. And Matthias. On our first day in Cameroon, we chose to go to Mefou Primate Sanctuary, which is a rescue and rehabilitation center run by Ape Action Africa. We sampled a local delicacy, bugs on a stick. I thought it was cool. Brandon talked to it. Thomas almost passed out, and Cameron just laughed. Maria laughed at Brandon too, while Will and Pep enjoyed the bugs on a stick. We finally made it to the park. Brandon is just happy to be out of the car, and Pep's just being peppy. Bugs on a stick. We are in the jungle. We got to see some really cool primates like the gorillas, some monkeys. It was a long and fun day, and some of us were really tired. Our next stop was Crelicam, which is the company that processes all the wood for Taylor guitars all over the world. We began day 2 with our performance at Presbyterian Comprehensive Secondary School, and we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. It's day 3, and we're off to CRTV for our performance. But first, hair and makeup. All my guys don't need much, but God knows I need a lot, so here we go. Psst, 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 psst. Later that afternoon, we made our way to another school for another performance. It's day 4. We get to deliver a master class to some amazing local musicians. Because of the language barrier, we sometimes needed a translator to help us convey our message. Pay very close attention to the guy with the guitar on stage. We selected him out of all the musicians to win a brand new Taylor guitar. Here I am losing another dance off. Pray for me, people. We continued enjoying the local musicians, from their dancing to their singing to just their overall good vibes. That's Matthias again. So we began the master class. Brandon taking over the guitar players. I don't know what Thomas is doing over there with Brandon, but Pep took on the bass players. And I took on the singers and songwriters, and it was tough with the language barrier trying to communicate my ideas, and vice versa. Cameron did his thing with the piano players and keyboard players, and Thomas, after Cameron was done, magically transported to the drums to give out his own masterclass to some amazing local drummers, I must say. We had our customary hugs, kisses, and selfies before we were on to the next day. We spent the next day enjoying the beautiful sights of Yaoundé, Cameroon, on top of one of the many hills in the city. On this particular day, we performed at the Deputy Chief of Mission's house. However, due to security reasons, we could not show you the footage. So enjoy this footage of our selfies and photos and Brandon's amazing dance. Only God knows what that is. On our last day of scheduled activities, we were scheduled to perform at the Canal Olympia, aka the University of Yaoundé. This is a beautiful stage. Our sound guys were tired after a long week, so we chose to prank them. Well, that's yours truly. Thomas was tired as he was sound checking his drums. That's the winner of the Taylor guitar from Crelicum, our amazing opening act. The crowd slowly starts to trickle in and we start to warm up. We had a great experience with the crowd. They were dancing non-stop from beginning to end. Singing, dancing, swaying side to side, the whole works. Side to side, clapping their hands. Everyone was having a great time. We almost did not want to leave Cameroon. Even the pregnant ladies were getting it into with the American flags and everything. What a day. What a day. But all good things must come to an end. So the next day, we packed our bags early in the morning and set off for the airport. Could not have asked for a better tour administrator than Maria. And Cameron was done with me pointing my camera in his face. He was done. We said our goodbyes and got into the plane. I wanted that first class seat so bad, but you couldn't beat my window view on the way back to the United States of America. Clear blue skies. 24 hours later, just like that, we're back in the United States of America. Time for some self-reflections. Go ahead, Pep.
Hey everybody, this is Pep. We just landed at Dallas. I think we set out to accomplish a lot of different things. One of the things was bridging the gaps with music, and I'm pretty confident that we accomplished that. And I'm 100% sure that they were receptive, and we ourselves the same. Looking forward to going back. Shout out to AMA, the State Department, American Voices, AfriCell, all that good stuff. All right, see y'all soon.
As a refugee from West Africa, Nigeria to be specific, going back as an ambassador of music from America to Cameroon in West Africa was monumental for me. And as I reflect back on my experience in Cameroon, all I remember is the hospitality of the people of Cameroon. God bless you guys so much. I remember the food, I remember the smells, I remember the sights, I remember the sounds. It was a blessing. I'm forever changed and humbled by this experience. I want to give a big shout out to the American Music Abroad program. Thank you for all that you do for the world at large. And I want to give a shout out also to the United States State Department. I want to give a big thumbs up to American Voices Abroad, and a big thank you to everyone that has played a part towards making this process beautiful for everyone involved. And we look forward to the next one.